Hello wristwatch aficionados. What we have here is the STOWA 1938 chronograph. I'm going to be providing a brief overview of this watch in this video. This watch is a contemporary release, released in 2010. It is a 41mm case, 22mm lugs, about a 14-inch millimeter height. As you can see, it's a chronograph. Those are the chronograph buttons flanking the crown there. It's a bicompax layout, which means there's two subdials. You can see the sweeping seconds there, along with the 30-minute counter. STOWA is an interesting company. It was founded in 1927 and supplied wristwatches to German fighter pilots during World War II. Those are called Fledgers, and they're sought after now by collectors. This watch itself is based off of a historic design, 1938 pocket watch. I have an image of that pocket watch here. As you can see, a number of the design elements have carried through to the new contemporary chronograph. It's obviously, in the case of the Arabics, the raised Arabics, as well as the shape of the hands and the general theme of the subdials as well. Now, this watch has two features of note. First is of course, the very beautiful classical traditional dial. And this dial is an interesting one. It doesn't just have simple applied Arabic numerals like you would expect upon first appearance. It's actually a process of filigreeing what is, I guess, a base dial of bronze. And that bronze dial is embossed 8 times, and in the course of the embossing, a silver layer is applied to the last layer. Using a diamond to cut through that thin silver layer, the raw bronze appears above the rest of the silver dial, and that's where you get those crisp Arabic numerals. The hands, which are slightly vaulted, nicely proportioned, I might add, are actually rose gold plated to match the bronze, and actually you couldn't possibly tell that they were any different upon examination. So it's an intricate dial and beautifully made, certainly both extremely elegant and readable. The movement in this watch is a Valjoux 7753 movement. That's a bicompax chronograph movement. To engage the movement, you just hit this top pusher here, and you can see that chronograph getting to work. Clicking along. The movement runs at 28,800 beats per hour. Smooth sweeping seconds hand there, chronograph seconds hand. The small seconds hand still continues to sweep continuously. You can stop it with this top button and then just reset it here. There you go. It has a 42-hour power reserve. It's hacking. You can hack it with the crown here. It also hand winds. It's a fairly common movement, but one that's been highly decorated in this case. You can see here Geneve Stripes on the rotor as well as on those base plates. If you flip it around, you can see nice perlage, of course, a little bit of gold plating there deep in the movement, as well as on the STOWA logo on the rotor. Those are blued screws, but they're, I guess, only a coating of blue. They're not fully flamed, as you might see in higher end watches like an IWC or a really high-end watchmaker like a Lange. But it is a beautiful movement, one that's also easily serviceable, which is nice. You're not going to pay $600 to get this Swiss movement worked on. The 5 ATM there, of course, means that it is water resistant to 50 meters. This is a sapphire case here on the back. There's no coating or anything on it, and this is also domed sapphire here on the front. This case is a polished case. It's got a very rich, deep polish. I've managed to scuff it up just a little bit, but I know that that'll easily come out with a Cape Cod cloth. Really suits the dressiness of the watch, and also will ensure that it will be easily fixed up in the future. You won't have to get the whole watch rebrushed to fix up a little spot where it needs polishing. Overall, as far as my reflections on this watch goes, it's kind of a neat example of a dress watch that is not the height of horology by any means, but just simply classy and elegant. It is extremely practical as well, just as far as its readability goes, and the chronograph function, which watch nerds like me always are finding excuses to use for. The movement itself is pretty respectable and tough. And the brand itself, STOWA, has a great history, so this watch will certainly be prized by collectors in years to come. I'll just put it on my wrist real quick. Excuse me. 41mm case size, 14-inch height, and 22mm lugs. Makes it a nice contemporary fit here on the wrist. Not too big, not too small. You can see it fills my wrist pretty well. Here, I'll get to focus there. And overall, I think it fits pretty nicely. It's definitely makes a statement, but it does fit under cuffs. It's kind of a side profile shot. Yeah, it definitely works on this leather strap. It also did come with mesh and a black leather strap. But I think it looks nice with this setup. This STOWA not only comes with this dial configuration in a brushed stainless steel case, but it also comes with the option of a black dial, which is very elegant, maybe a little bit less vintage feeling, but all told, also a very impressive watch. And it's also available with a date, although I think I can say pretty confidently that the lack of a date here just contributes significantly to the purity and readability of the dial. So all told, you've got a really neat new watch here released by this German watchmaker STOWA. Really a pleasure to wear and a pleasure to learn about as well. So thank you very much for your interest, and thanks for watching.